Hello, Monsters Abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 17 of my Khalida campaign. Last time we put the hurt on the Lizardmen. Krotkar, I think, is on the run. I think we've done it. I think we've broken the back of the Lizardman defence. Destroying 6 Carnosaurs did help. It was quite the chore, but we managed it. So that's good. And now we just need to take Chitika. It looks like the Lizardmen are trying to reinforce their position. We're not going to give them time to do that. We are going to crush them as quickly as possible and then move north to the Cursed Jungle. Once we've taken the Cursed Jungle, it should be fairly simple to take the Temple of Skulls and what's the last settlement called? Serpent Coast. So we can take those 2 cities and jobs are good 'un. Fantastic. And then over here, I think we're prepping for... We might attack the dwarves, but we need defences first because we don't have enough armies to really go chasing them all over the place. Vulture Mountain is pretty well defended. It's got this reinforced gate, which is only the 1st rank. If I can get walls at Bel-Alid, then, or another army, we are only 1 turn away from getting our next army, and I would like to get Lamizash of the 4th dynasty, who is of course the same Lamizash who was the king of Lamia. And he's going to buff up our Ushabti units and also give us more Ushabti unit capacity, which is going to be very nice. We definitely, I definitely want to get him. That is going to cost us 200 canopic jars, but we are now getting quite a healthy of income of jars per turn. I think we've all I don't think the tower's taken into account yet, so that's going to be another 2. And then we have the pyramid, which is going to be finished next turn. That's going to be another 2. So that's quite nice. Money as well is coming in at a fairly good rate. Generally, I think we're in a very, very good position. I just don't want chaos to turn up. Just yet. I mean, it wouldn't be a massive problem if we lost a few cities. It would just be annoying, but...
We strike if angered. Do you risk that?
Do you risk that, Krotkar? You want a peace treaty. We do not fight abominations. Well, 1, you shouldn't really call someone an abomination when they've got a dagger to your throat. No. You oppose the great plan, you will suffer. Not as much as you, mate. So Cetra's just been wandering back and forth. He hasn't really done anything.
Come to speak to the voice of the vengeful.
Hello. A non-aggression pact. We have a contract ready to sign and be done. Thing is, I'm probably going to... You're at war with the Von Karstein. Why? They're bloody miles away. Why are you at war with them? Hang on, do they have the territory down here? Holy crap, have they spread all the way down here? Jeez, they have. Bloody hell. Looks like Vlad's reach is impressively long. However, I'm going to say no to that. Because I am going to want those mountains.
A snake will strike if angered. Do you?
You want an non-aggression pact? No. No. I need those coastal ports. A scaly sacrifice. Whilst traversing the jungles on the edge of the world with a view to bringing them under our sphere of influence, our forces have encountered a village of tribal lizardmen. Naturally, they cower and beg for their meagre lives. Should we sacrifice them to empower our future? Keep moving. These men are not warriors. They're not even real men, and therefore not worthy of our time and attention. Move on. That's racist. That is... All must serve the Tomb Kings one way or another. Spare no expense. Use a Lizardman's flesh and blood to ensure these Tomb Kings yet to awaken do so stronger than ever before. That will cost us canopic jars, but for turns we will get more Lord recruitment rank. How convenient. These sacrifices were just waiting for our arrival. Fetch the altar. I mean, we are literally just going to recruit another lord, so That seems like quite... We won't be able to get La Mizash just yet. But I still think it's a good shout. So let's sacrifice them. Let's do that. Okay, so Abiamus, I think you can... Yeah, we're going to move. We are going to lay siege to Chitika. Let's get a couple of siege towers up. And then we're also going to use King Peter Andre to crush this army. And then we can take the canopic jars. And of course the cash. There's Plan Buster. Yep, so we killed all them. That's good. I kind of want to move you back next to Ibiamus. I'm a little bit concerned that the Golden Tower doesn't have any defences. So I want to just double check there's nothing coming southward. I don't think there is. I think this is all they've got. So King Peter Andre, you are going to have... I think Returned in Madness. Physical resistance charge bonus. It's just a good one to take. And then, of course, we can... Now we've got the Wisdom of the 4th Dynasty. Now we've got the 210 Canopic Jars. We can get La Mizash. So we're going to do that. We'll pick him up next turn. And... I mean, we could even go for a Great Incantation of Tahoth at the same time. We'll do that next turn. But that will give us more Lord Recruit rank. It will mean he can immediately pick up a Casket of Souls, which will be very nice. He'll also get 2 unit experience for each unit. I mean, that seems well worth it, doesn't it? That does indeed seem worth it. So we're going to do that. Does he now?
I keep my own counsel.
Oh, shut up, Deskhead. Just go over there. Right. Bellalead, you need... we need another growth point, which is 3 turns away. So 3 turns plus the building time for the city centre, which is going to be 4 turns plus another 4. Oh, that's quite a while until we can look at... Unless... Pashidu, you've got a skill point. Go for Stone Shaper. The strength at the base of the pillar, the venom of the cobra and the asp. Good. And what we're going to do is we're going to move King Rakash north, I think, because El Kabad should be okay. The Wizard Caliph's Palace we can upgrade to get the Sepulchru. Public Order here will be okay for a bit. Should be okay long enough for us to hit Vulture Mountain. Now, Vulture Mountain has some pretty good defences. That's a problem. So we got... Yeah, skeleton. The problem is, we are really going to struggle against armoured dwarves. Oh, there's one of Arkan's army still hanging around. It's nice to see. Okay. I think I need to get La Mizash up, and then maybe I can think about pushing on the dwarves. Okay, what's the army here like? It's not too bad. Are we not getting reinforced? Oh well. So I got a couple of Temple Guards, some Skink. I mean, to be honest, if they weren't in the city, I could probably defeat that army fairly secure. I'm surprised that I'm not... Oh, it's because I'm not in range of the city. There we go. Now I've got them. I mean, we could potentially just attack now. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a difficult fight overall. And the only thing to really worry about, the Temple Guard, the Crocscore should die to the Stalkers. Ancient Stegidon as well. I mean, it would also move things along. Although we do have Crockgar there as well. And a Skink Priest of Beasts. So he's going to cast Doom Flock on us by the looks of it. Yep. Flock of Doom. We do have a big army. I think this is going to be fine. Oh, but we can't actually... What about if we do that? It's still going to take 2 turns. Okay, well let's just continue. If we had a Necrotech down here, that would probably be quite useful. We don't, so I'm just gonna... As long as no army comes from the north, we're in a good place. Famous last words. I also need to send some expeditions to go out and get the books of Nagash that are still hanging around. Some of those would be really useful. Mighty monuments. A new monument will show the gods that their veneration is still our foremost concern. They in turn will strengthen our lands in the time of endless war. But to whom among our pantheon should it be dedicated? Monument to Geheb? The sand nourishes the dead until the time of arising. Our troops will be strengthened by the earth. Weapon strength +10 for melee infantry units and armour +10 for... that's quite nice. Or, like the desert wind, our riders will move fiercely and swiftly with the faceless god at their shoulders. Charge bonus +10 for cavalry units and speed +15%. I am going to go for Geheb. That's what we're going to do. And we've got La Mizash there. That's great. That's fantastic. I don't think I need him to the south, but I think just to be on the safe side, we'll get him over here. So there's La Mizash there. La Mizash of the 4th Dynasty. Unit capacity +2 for Ushabti. Melee attack +8. Melee attack +6 for Ushabti units. And missile damage +10%. So let's recruit him. Shit! I didn't do the thing! Why didn't I do the... Oh. Damn it! Ploppers. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not salty about that at all. So let's grab the Ushabti there. That'll be fine. Let's get the Ushabti with Great Bow there as well. That seems like a good choice. I think the Stalkers are an absolutely fantastic anti-large unit, so we're definitely going to get one of those. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the global recruitment. Don't panic. So we're going to pick up... let's do that. I think a Tomb Scorpion's quite nice as well. Let's get a Tomb Scorpion. That takes him up to 17. We can of course pick up a Casket of Souls, so that's looking pretty good as well. And then we got 18. So we've got 6 melee infantry. Do I want to get maybe a couple of Nehekara warriors? Maybe do that. Let's go with that. And of course he's now got 7 skill points because I didn't do the thing because I'm a bloody idiot, but never mind. Let's get the Sun-Scorched Bone because that's always good, but also let's get the Revered Stonemasonry because, you know what? Boop. Let's max that out and then get Sun-Scorched Bone. So our Ushabti should be pretty brutal, and that's exactly what we want. So let's go for Entomb Beneath the Sands there. This is giving the Lizardmen a little bit of time to beef themselves up, but again, still no army. So I think we're okay.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
So Ibiamus, we could maybe swap over and attack now. But it would give Peter Andre a turn to just get a little bit of replenishment there. So let's do that. So you're recruiting there, that's fine. I'm going to move King Rakash northward. We could hit Vulture Mountain. I don't think the dwarves are in range to strike us, but at the same time, can we reach Bel Ali? Yes, okay. That army there is problematic. But if we take Vulture Mountain,
Are you hurt?
then at best they'll have to try Bel Alid or come back and fight Khalida. Either way,
High Queen Khalida.
I think it's worth a shot. And their defences are pretty good. Quarrelers, Thunderers, Greybeard... Greybeard's Prospectors? What are they? Oh, it's the Sigil. That's what I'm looking... yeah, they got Thunderers, that's fine. And then, yeah, so they don't actually have much in the way of melee infantry. It's a lot of ranged units.
Snakes like the heat.
So... if we can take down... if we can take down the gates,
Asap smiles.
that could work. It's a bit of a risky move. It will put us at war with these Bretonnian factions of the north, and we're not in a strong position. I'm going to hold off. I don't think it's worth it at the moment. But let's just pop into their territory and raid it. We are going to want to do that eventually, but just not at the moment. What I would like to do is get more of these royal barracks. So what we could potentially do is... we could upgrade Doomglade there, get one there. We can do the same at Risatra as well. More Tomb Guard. We need more Tomb Guard. We need to trick out King Rakash's army with more Tomb Guard, so that when Chaos comes, we have an effective fighting force to meet it with. Of course, we do have a skill point technology that we can research as well. And I think I'm going to go for... and the melee attack and defense for Tomb Guard units is nice. Pride in service. Though long dead, kingly guardians can be reminded of their oaths of service made in ages past, invigorating them for battle. Let's go for that. It's cheap.
The greatest artist.
Oh, Araru! No! You don't have much luck, do you? Now, I could go and capture Kofa, but I don't think it's worth the time at the moment. I think it would leave me with a very out-the-way territory to try and protect, and I'm not interested in that. So High Queen Khalida is a raider. Good job, her. And we've also got King Peter Andre here and Ramiranef. You've got a skill point, which I think we could go for Assyrian's Incantation of Vengeance. Causes damage to combatants. High chance opponent will resist damage. Weak versus single combatant. Minus 24 speed. Could be useful at slowing down enemies at the next rank. It greater effect on speed. So that could be useful. So we'll pick that up. We could potentially... I think the longer we wait, the more chance they have of recruiting another army and moving on us. So I think we should strike now. We only have one siege tower. But to be honest, I don't really think we even need the siege towers anyway, so...
To battle for the Creator God!
We've got Krokgar cornered, kind of, anyway. I mean, he's in the city, which is about as cornered as I think you can get Krokgar. got a couple of siege towers moving up. And they've got a unit of Tomb Guard with halberds. And the Ursirian's Legion of the Netherworld in attendance. We've got our Stalkers, Ushabti, and the Rock, so he's named the Tomb Scorpion, to bash down the door, and of course they're going to summon Cold Ones because they just know how much I love it when they do that. Thanks, guys. Thankfully we've got some units in reserve. We have King Peter Andre's army coming in as reinforcements, backed up, so we're going to rip them to shreds with some chariots, and the chariots come, and of course Moose himself on his chariots. So now we're open fire, and we're about to hit the walls. In come our spectral warriors. One of them with a javelin through his face, but he doesn't seem to care. So that's really, yeah, that's a work ethic, isn't it? So when you go to work even with a javelin through your face. This Flock of Doom, that's going to do some damage to him because of course it's magical, but we are buffing them because these are our wall breakers, so we're going to give them Jeff's Incantation of Cursed Blades and Nero's Incantation of Protections. That's going to up their weapon melee damage and also give them some physical protections. We're going to keep doing that as and when it comes off cooldown, and they are going to start hacking their way through these skinks. Halberds are doing the same, and they're going to get reinforced by some Hekaran warriors down at the gates. The gate door has come down, and the Stalkers, Ushabti, and the Rock are through the gates. However, they are now having to battle some Kroxigor and of course Krokgar himself. It's going to be a tough battle. Up on the wall, the Syrians' Legion are just carving their way through these Lizardmen. They're racking up kills, 98, 99, 100. Look how quickly that kill count's going up. They're just butchering them. That's impressive. That is impressive stuff. Again, more Cold Ones. But we've got a lot of units outside the city, so they're quickly going to get overwhelmed and torn to pieces. We're moving more units up in support, but moving them through the gate is going to prove tricky. But the Assyrians' Legion of the Netherworld are just they're just butchering everything on this wall. They are cutting. Just, I have a newfound respect for these guys. I didn't think they were up to much, but actually, what a bunch of glowy guys. Look at them. 197. Now we are continually casting Jeff's Incantation of Cursed Blades on them, so it is buffing up the weapon damage, but still, they're just. I mean, look at the pile of bodies at their feet. And they haven't really taken much damage. I don't think I've ever seen a unit do so well against Sarus warriors, especially Temple Guard. I mean, mostly they're killing skinks, but they were fighting Temple Guard as well. Our Tomb Guard this side, I've got another unit of Temple Guard to deal with. And apparently they're getting bombed by their own Casket of Souls. So there's that, or is that? It's the Casket of Jeff, isn't it? It is the Casket of Jeff. So Temple Guard slowly going down outside or inside the gate. Some of our spearmen coming through. Our Ushabti have taken a lot of damage. Stalkers going down as well. It's not looking particularly good. This Stegidon he's just been murdering his way through our units and refusing to die. At least the Rock's doing quite well for himself. The Assyrians' Legion are now off the wall and moving in to assist at the gate. There's Krokgar in the midst. Another Feral Cold One. I think that's a ritual ability. It must wear off soon. We probably won't have to deal with that for much longer. Thank God for my sanity. That Stegidon is getting prodded to death very slowly, but it is going down. Eyes the Desert. Slowly. It's difficult. Those things are just line breakers. They just tear through your formations like no one's business. It's difficult to pin them down. But look at all these skink bodies on the wall. That's the Nether Legion's work. And the Saurus Scar veteran is now currently fighting a unit of Nehakara warriors. He's probably going to do pretty well against them, but I think unsupported he's probably going to struggle. The halberds have seen off the Temple Guard. And it does look like we're getting the upper hand just outside the gate as well. That Stegiodon is slowly going down. We've pinned it at the gate here. The Stalkers have engaged. They're doing their best. And Krokgar is currently being cut to pieces by the Usurian's Legion, who are very much the MVP of the battle. They glow, they fight. I mean, what more could you want? That's Krokgar's hand. Is it Hand of God? Hand of the Gods? Something like that. It's, basically, it's an energy weapon of the old ones. Because the old ones were, of course, aliens. And so they had energy weapons, of which Krokgar has one. It always kind of... I like the idea that the old ones are sort of this advanced alien species. But if they are, why do they build everything out of stone? You'd think they would have built something out of... I don't know. Like, it would be... I know they got an Aztec feel, and that's quite good, but it just feels a bit weird, but oh well. So Krokgar is going down. Looks like the Stegiodon is on its last legs. 618 health. The Stalkers have got it surrounded, and they're just smacking it with their halberds. Come on, guys, take that thing down. It's been a sodding nightmare the entire time. Kill it. Oh, it looks like Ibiamus is now driving it. Look, Ibiamus, he's like, no, just ram it. I don't care if it's a giant dinosaur. I don't care. Ramming speed. Down it goes. Good job, Ibiamus. I entirely put that victory on your shoulders. Meanwhile, Krokgar is looking a little bit surrounded. Looks like he's breaking and running. The Tomb Scorpion is going to chase him. And of course, Usurian's Legion is going to go after him as well. It does take a while, but they do kill him. So it is a happy ending. I mean, big shout out to the Usurian's Legion of the Netherworld for basically taking the wall for us. That was pretty impressive. Those guys rock. They really do. Pick them up if you don't have them already. Okay, so let's occupy Chitika. So we've got mission successful for defeating Krokgar. So we've got Battle Masters and some more Canopic Jars, so that's always nice. We've got a Relic Sword as well, so that's good. And we've got the Southlands Jungle. And King Ibiamus is a Saurus Smiter. Plus 10 melee defense, plus 2 public order, which is pretty nice. Indeed. I was just checking out his melee defense. I thought it was quite low, but then he's on a chariot, so that kind of makes sense. Okay, what do we have?
I alone shall restore Nehek.
So this army's pretty bland, to be honest. There's nothing much exciting there. I guess just go for Master Charioteers. I do like the chariots. Makes sense. Also buffs up our Chimerian War Sphinx. So if we get one of those, that'd be nice. What do we have here? Ah, interesting. Okay, we've got the statue of Pakuch already. So that's good. We could get more Necropolis Knights. Could get Quicksand Swamp. Potentially that's an option. Could get the Royal Burial Chamber. The more Canopic Jars. Public Order adjacent. We don't really need the Public Order. Canopic Jars would be nice, but it's quite expensive, so probably not. I don't think we need the defences down here, so I'm probably just going to say more open graves because we need them.
The day of awakening comes.
I'm going to hold off. The rest, I'm going to hold off. That's what I'm going to do. And then King Peter Andre, you can head to the Golden Tower. That's the king. Okay. Good. Now, what we could do is get some more Ushabti here. Because they are a great unit. So we can maybe get rid of one of these skeleton spearmen. Because we've already got quite a lot of melee infantry here. So maybe get rid of one of them. Let's do that. We don't have any artillery, so maybe the great bows would do quite... I mean, the great bows are pretty brutal. So I think that'd be quite good. We've got some anti-large. I would like another unit to go with them. Do I want the... We don't really need the carrying against Lizardmen. They don't really have much in the way of artillery, so let's get rid of them. Get another one of them. And maybe we can pick up some for Peter Andre as well afterwards. It sounds like it could work out quite nicely. And I want to get... Is there any way... Is there anywhere we can... Ooh, now. We do have more Tomb Guard. So, over here, King Rakash. You can get Sun-Scorched Bone. And then, yeah, 6, 7, 8. So we can get a few more there. So let's get rid of 3 of them. And do that. It's going to take a few turns, but I think it's well worth it. Do I go... I think, yeah, I'm going to go for the Crypt Barracks there, and then we can upgrade it to rank 3 later, because I just love those Tomb Guard. I mean, the skeletons aren't bad defense anyway, and then you add the Tomb Guard in there, and they're just they're pretty sturdy. Khalida, do I want you to do anything? No, not really. You know what? We're going to just come pass through. We are going to lose some public order here, but that I think is going to be okay. More defences there would probably be a good option, but otherwise I think we're not doing too badly. We can get more defences there. I think that's what we're going to do, because Chaos is going to soon arrive. I can just see him coming over the horizon very, very soon. On the other hand, we haven't had the event for corruption, but I think we get Chaos Army spawning when that happens anyway. So, okay, we got a commandment here, which I think I'm going to go with the... I mean, casual replenishment would be quite nice. On the other hand, campaign movement for own armies. We are going to be moving north to the Cursed Jungle. On the other hand, I mean, I could wait and get the extra unit experience, but that would take another turn. So, yeah, I'm not... Let's go for the growth and campaign movement. That works for me. We've got, yeah, growth and campaign movement there. That's okay. Good. And Hatmus is continuing his long trek across the southern wastelands of the Badlands, even. That's the word I wanted to use. Good job. It's nice to see Scarsnick still around. It looks like the dwarves are expanding as well. It's like they're forcing the greenskins back. Then the greenskins are at war with the vampires, so I imagine that is consuming a lot of their resources. Okay, so Crookamuna have got a wall, that's fine, they're miles away. That's no concern of ours. And we are actually getting 13 jars a turn just passively. Don't even have to do anything about that. So that is quite nice. Okay. So Lamizash, you're going to be ready in 3 more turns. Unless... I'm trying to think here, we're getting 1 turn there, 1 turn there, 2. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be a minimum of 3 turns, no matter what we do about it. But still, that is quite a beefy army. I just want more Tomb Guard. It's my thing at the moment. I've got a thing about Tomb Guard. Want more of them. So we can do that in 2 turns. We can save up some cash for that. We're waiting there for some units. High Queen Khalida. You can just batten down the hatches there for the moment. We're only losing 1 public order return there. If we get the Nefarious Sanctuary, then that'll boost that up. No problem. We'll be in a fairly good position there. It would be nice to get some defences, but I think we'll be okay. Quick turn. Hatmus, of course, visited the Empire for a short time, a few episodes ago, and got shanked by Marienburg for some reason. So I've had to put out a traveller's advisory just to say that the Empire is a hostile environment for the Tomb Kings, but we are going to go and raise Marienburg for their little indiscretion. If they survive. So Talabecland has died. We got Pride in Service, so more melee defense and attack for our Tomb Guard. That's very nice. And recruit 1 hero. Require a screaming skull catapult to ensure your reign. Recruit 1 heroes. Okay. I don't. Yep, fine. No, that's okay. That's sure. Why not? Okay, you are pretty much good to go. So let's move north. They do have an army here. Conquax. It's got a small force, but we are ready to move. So we should be able to catch them and wipe them out very quickly. We could get the crypt barracks here. Do I want to do that? We are just 1 turn away from upgrading, so I think I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold off. You are 2 more turns away. That's good. You're recruiting units there. That's fine. Khalida doesn't really have anything to do at the moment. We're sort of just holding back. Desk head. You know what? I might send you just to. Just. Yeah. Okay, well, go that way. Just chill, alright? You hate who? Gee, such an angry artist. Just all the time, just very angry. Okay, tech. We could get a proclamation, but then that would use the money I want to spend for more Tomb Guards. So, with that in mind, what else could I get? We could get another Necrotect. Might be nice. We do have 100 Canopic Jars, which means we could get another Lich Priest. In fact, we don't have a Lich Priest here, do we? So do we want to do that? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to spend the Canopic Jars. It might be the wrong decision, but I'm going to spend them. There we go. It's done. I want another Lich Priest for that army because a little bit of magical support is always good. Always well worth the effort. I kind of want to get rid of this. But again, the Fraggles, just a bit of a problem. 16%. Okay, well, we're going to continue our advance on the Cursed Jungle over there. And once I think I've got these Tomb Guard units in our army, we're going to strike at the Dwarves. And, I mean, Cetra should help us. He should back us up. So we should be able to take the mountains and then hopefully, finally, get a port, which would be fantastic. So that's what the next part of the plan is, but that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.